Okay, here we go. Okay, this is air signs. Okay, then I'm done. Okay, so I'm gonna get these. This has actually been pretty cool. I actually really like doing the free readings. Probably gonna stop the free readings though after a while and send you guys to come get in-depth readings and just give little short teasers. All right. So my name is Lucky. You can call me Lucky. Lucky is my middle name. This is a tarot and psalms channel based off of hoodoo, maybe some voodoo, um, Abrahamic religions such as Christianity, Islam, Kabbalah, Gnosticism, Sufism, based out of that. We will be getting into all kinds of things here. And one of the reasons I like to pair tarot and psalms together is because what a lot of people fail to realize is that looking at judgment, I'm looking at the Fool, which is Adam, you know, I'm looking at so many of these major arcana cards that are actually straight out of Judeo-Christian scriptures. So when we see the devil, we see, what have I got here? The Pope is the hangman, Christ on the cross, okay? We see all these parallels between the Hebraic scriptures. And, you know, we've got to remember that a lot of these tarot cards came out of Italy, roughly in the 1400s, okay? And, you know, there were many Jews in Italy at the time before Rome came and conquered, and a lot of people converted. So I believe that Kabbalists, Jewish mystics, encoded the Torah into these cards so that they could continue to study and share, share the message with each other and do things under the cover of night so that they could live another day. And, you know, what we get at, you know, it's really unfortunate. The persecution of the Jews throughout time is such an unfortunate thing. And I, you know, I think about, you know, we say Jews, but it wasn't really the persecution of the Jews only. We've got to go back. It's the persecution of the Hebrews, the persecution of before they were Israelites, before it was the Judah, when they were Hebrews in Egypt, okay? In Egypt, where we have all this esoteric occult knowledge, okay? It was Egypt where the burning bush came to Moses. It was Egypt where Christ evacuated and found exile or asylum in Egypt when he was persecuted by Herod, okay? And the firstborn children were getting killed. You know, so we've got to remember that all this stuff's coming out of Africa, okay? All right. Okay, we can't deny that. We can't deny that the stories and the symbols here in the tarot are not overtly out of Judeo-Christian thinking. Okay, so let's come with a prayerful mind here, and we're going to choose the first major arcana card. Once we find our first major arcana card in the reading, that's going to inform our psalm of the day. Uriah, Raphael, Zadkiel. Okay. So crossing the bottom of the deck. Sneaky drama. Okay. Some sneaky drama going on, air signs. Okay. That's for Geminis. Aquarius. Libra. Sneaky. Okay. So absorb that sneaky energy. Okay. Somebody's sneaking about. Somebody's trying to sneak under the nose of a queen. Be careful. You're trying to sneak under her nose. Okay. And she's going to be angry. She's going to be upset. Okay. All right. Okay. This is not the person to catch you in a lie. Okay. The Queen of Swords is not someone to catch you in a lie. That's not what you want. So if you're sneaking around, you better not get caught. Okay. Because that's some dangerous stuff right there. Because the Queen of Wands can cut you up. Queen of Wands can literally cut you. Okay. She could literally shiv you. Okay. Especially if you're messing with her swords. Okay. And messing with her stuff and messing with her mind, messing with her time. Okay. Getting on her nerves. Don't do that. Okay. She will cut you. Cancer. Yeah. Who are you? Claudia Perez Valdez. Oh, beautiful name. Were you in the last one at the last second and you said hello? Oh, you weren't there at the last second who said hello? Okay. Hey, well, let me do this for you at the end of the oh, really? Okay. Well, share, well, do me a favor, subscribe, and you'll catch me doing these free readings all the time. I'm going to finish this air reading, who's been waiting, okay? And then I'll do you right after. Okay, Claudia? I love your name. Okay, so with the air signs, here, let me get to my psalm. Okay, we're doing, now the card that crosses you is the Justice card. And this is our first major arcana card. So this is going to be the presiding psalm, okay? And we're going to remember that, you know, in the whole the whole concept of what's going on here is that these actually all correspond to a specific psalm in the book of Psalms, okay? And this is Psalms 119, Psalm 11. Or not 11, the 11th letter of the Hebrew alphabet. Okay, so we're at Kaf. Okay, Kaf represents the back of the head, okay? So it has to do with really like a lot of subconscious thoughts. It also has to do with maybe even, you know, Kaf can be, I don't want to say deceptive, but it could deal with your more subconscious thoughts or shadow. That's probably what I want to say, shadow thoughts and shadowy vibe. I just want to, I should have put a bookmark here. I just want to confirm that I'm on the right one. Yeah, okay. Justice. Oh, nope, Lamed. I'm not on the right one. I'm glad I double checked. Okay, Lamed, the next one. Okay, very good. Okay, so here we go. O Lord, it says, your word, O Lord, is eternal. It stands firm in the heavens. Your faithfulness continues through all the generations. You establish the earth and it endures. Your laws endure to this day, for all things serve you. If your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. Wow, look at this. It's so uncanny. If your law had not been my delight. Okay. I would have perished in my affliction. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have preserved my life. Save me, for I am yours. I have sought out your precepts. The wicked are waiting to destroy me, but I will ponder your statutes. To all perfection, I see a limit, but your commands are boundless. Ooh, to all perfection, I see a limit. It can only go so far, but yours is boundless. Totally fascinating. But your commands are boundless. All right, so that's a really powerful card to start with, especially as that is the one that crosses you. Okay, this is you in this situation. You are justice, air sign. Okay, you are bringing balance and harmony to a situation. Okay, you are measuring the left and the right, and you're seeing, okay, where does all this play out and what's going on? You are the agent of decision, and you are the agent of change, really, in a way, because you're going to be able to say, because what you decree, everything else will change based off of what you say and what you decree and what you do. Okay, mostly off of what you say. Okay, so it's going to be really important for you to just stay very focused with that. And I'm actually going to redo this a little bit. Sometimes I take the same cards and I reshuffle. Okay, I'm actually going to keep this justice here. Sometimes we need to take the same cards and reshuffle, just to like see what's going on. It's the same energy. I just want to see how they play out in the highest vibration. Just like the highest octave. What's going on here? Air. Sorry, I was thrown off earlier. Air. Okay. Okay. So what we've got going on here is really this element of justice and something that you've been kind of like fighting for and struggling for. Okay. Something that you're really trying to bring to an end and finalize some things. You know, there's a situation that needs just some kind of like final say and some kind of final measure where it's like, okay, why is this a consistent problem? Some kind of intervention on your part needs to be done to solve some kind of like consistent problem that you find that you're constantly chronically taking care of. And like, okay, it needs to stop. It's like, okay, this problem needs to be solved, and we need to have a game plan in place that's going to solve this problem once and for all. At your feet, you have the work with the ability to move on after a quarrel and a fight, maybe even taking just the most precious things of yourself and the things that you have to offer, and that, you know, your love and your desire to partner with someone and moving on, you know, after a quarrel. You know, you've been discerning and you've seen that not everyone has been who they said they were going to be. Not everything has been wine when some of this stuff has been water, you know, and watered down. And you're able to taste it and see, and like, you know what, this is real. This is real, and the rest are counterfeit. Okay, so you're able to take that knowledge with you. Okay, and that's something that you have to work with right now, because yeah, you've especially with the justice card here, you're able to really cut through the counterfeit energy. Okay, and the counterfeit feelings and the counterfeit things that have been pitched to you and the counterfeit people in your life even. Okay, and by cutting away those counterfeit people, you're going to be able to, if nothing else, be more efficient, you know, and this is going to allow you to be more efficient. And I think efficiency is really where you need to kind of keep that in your mind. You're coming from a place of getting an offer that was, you know, maybe a weak offer. Maybe it was someone who, you know, eventually, you know, maybe it's even something that you didn't act on soon enough and the offer moved on. where someone said, hey, what you could do, you're like, no, 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 no. We're gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and because I like what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is the way. But you may need to revisit that concept and see if there is something that you can kind of tease out of that. I'm seeing several people involved, various energies, air, fire, water, couple of waters, here, and a lot of airy energy, so there could be and some disappointing people, maybe a father and a son, who have let you down or have been scheming and plotting, and you see right through it. You see right through it. You're in a position where you are justice. You are able to discern, and you're looking around and you're saying, why is this so hard? Why is there a battle? Why is there a fight? Why is there some difficulty going on here? And you need to be able to cut through it. And it's maybe something that someone said in the past that's going to give you a bit of an edge here, or realize that there's a different way, or realize that, oh, that was a good idea. And to loop back around. I don't want to get stuck on a father-son deceit kind of thing. But there could be an older energy, a younger energy. I'm just seeing like a disappointing vibe, like, oh, you really let me down. And it's maybe because you're drunk again, and you keep making these empty promises, or I'm sitting here waiting and waiting, and it's just not. It's like, what's the problem? Why aren't you coming through with what you said you're going to come through with? So you've got to get down to say, okay, these people are full of shit, and these people I just need to wait on, or I need to reinvest my energy and my time and my efforts and asset, my passion into that. Because with the stuff coming out, it's going to really inform your next plans. Okay. It's going to really inform the plans that are coming up, the little sneaky secret stuff going on, where maybe even, oh, it's starting to rain. Another element to this could even be of having your own secret plans, okay? And having your own secret plans that you're not necessarily sharing with everyone because it's not their business and it's not in their purview. You have the ability to say, this is for you and this is not for you. And you could be developing your own kind of like an escape plan or something, but kind of trying to sneak away or something, and to develop, to set your own project in motion and to set yourself on your own individual path. That individual path may say, okay, I'm going to join with this other person, but it's all about what you want and what you desire and where you're going to go, because your ultimate thing here is solving some of these problems. Okay. You're not trying to be an obstructionist. You're trying to be the healer. You're trying to get this stuff sorted out. There are people who are in the back who maybe been emotional, maybe have been, and you're concerned about people being deceitful and tricky, or even deceit in the past, or even getting off on while someone's busy being drunk in a stupor, you're busy taking advantage of the situation, and hoping to take advantage of the situation, or you have done it already. And, coming to a place where that's, while that other person's philandering, you're positioning yourself. Okay. While that other person is in their own emotional intoxication, alcoholic and, other intoxication, loving intoxication, maybe they're afraid to take a risk. Maybe you're afraid to take this risk, but I feel like you've got a fear of taking this risk, but you've got to be very shrewd and be like, I don't care who this hurts. I need to solve this problem. Okay. This is the truth, and it doesn't have to even be personal. It just needs, it's almost like the truth has no agenda. It's just essentially a light. And your job is to really just shine the light on the situation. And the light is already shining on the situation. because it's informing you about what's going on. The environment is prime and rich with, it's like a nice rain. The environment is prime and rich with resource and energy and stability for you. But there's still some reason that you're like, how am I cut off from this, the big time? Like, how am I cut off from the full access of all the resources, you know? And you're going to have to sneak away and maybe even get in, you know, and kind of like, it's kind of like going into the corn patch. You're gonna have to go into the corn patch by yourself and start cutting off corn and like kind of like stealing vegetables and stuff while they're sleeping and you know, not paying attention to what's going on. You're gonna have to enrich yourself. You're gonna have to start taking advantage of the situation and setting up things so that you have something later. Okay, so that you're set up in the future. So that you are established in a way that is solid. It's okay, Bobo. It's the rain. Bobo doesn't like the rain. You cutie, big baby. He's a big baby lab. 100-pound lad. Get out of here. Go. Box, Bobo. You really don't like the rain. Right? Sit. Good boy. Down. Good boy. All right. So, you know, you've got to cut through their illusions and their foolishness. While they're sitting here dreaming and daydreaming and drinking and being afraid and blah, 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 you got to be like, look, the situation is about being, you know, the situation demands that the truth is here. You know, it's unavoidable. The situation demands a wake-up call. You know, the party's over. The party is over. Because you've got to figure out, what is this blocking your success here? Why are you not getting the full attainment, even though it should be yours and you're the grand authority over all those things? Why are you or your loved ones not getting what they should be getting? Okay, so there's a bit of a mystery that's being revealed here. Okay, and it's like almost on the other, it's like there was a mystery, but now we're on the other side of the mystery, where stuff is revealed, or where the information is out, or that it's at least on its way out to you, and the environment has the knowledge and information, and you know, and that, yeah, I just see you coming into a place of like, you know, like really needing to like, okay, this is for me. I need to square my stuff off. I need to get myself together. I need to put my funds together and put a nest egg together so that I'm okay later, because I see you creating a plan and being able to follow that plan without all of these kind of like, I want to say drunken energies, these kind of like, you know, emotional, hyper emotional, kind of just like distracting, kind of like, what is your problem kind of energy? Just get yourself together. You're trying to get yourself together. And that's a total different thing, because your air is trying to separate from this water energy, this watery, emotional, overly sentimental, overly like reflexive kind of energy. You know, you want to be very clear-headed, very even-keeled, and just be about setting up your security. Okay, whatever mysteries are coming out here, know that you're going to be able to see through any lies and things like that. You're going to be able to move from, and you may be linking up with someone who, you know, there may be someone in the environment that is very stable, very paternal, very resourceful. Okay, who might be informing you and assisting you and giving you a bit of encouragement and being like a comrade, you know, and being, if nothing else, if that's not the person that you're attracted to, and it's even someone that if nothing else, they inspire you. Okay, and they inspire you out of the confusion and out of the diluted energy of that diluted water energy. Yeah, this is like a very, and maybe this is the air sign thing. I mean, this is a bit of a drier reading, and but it's just basically about you focusing on what your goals are. And I think I've said enough about that. Okay, you got to focus on your goals and move forward. Okay, so now if Claudia is here. I'm going to do, I think I forgot to show you this earlier, but I want to show you how I do this, this spread. Okay. So this is a modified Celtic cross. Okay. This is a simple modified Celtic cross spread. Okay. Where, right here is the querent, and this is the individual. This is the issue kind of crossing them. This is what's at your immediate feet to use. I don't use this as a history. I use this as an arsenal. Okay. It's what's in your hands, in your heart, at your feet, in your environment. You can grab it, pick it up. This is where I got that information about being discerning cup. This is in your most recent past, you know, getting these kind of like, I almost want to say fair weather friends, but just people who are just not like, they're just not consistent and on par and just really forthright, and maybe they've seen cool before, but it's like the charm is gone. You know, this is where I'm seeing that the truth about some tiptoey kind of behavior is revealed. Also, this could be where you want to tiptoe and you don't want to break, you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and this is somewhere definitely where you can be like, you know, oh yeah, let me sneak around and grab the resources I need because they're just laying here and no one really cares. It's just kind of like this ambient, like, you know, in one as we say, lanyard extra. You're just grabbing this extra stuff and being like, oh, look, there's extra apples. I mean, I'll take those, you know, kind of thing. That other people don't care about. They're not paying attention to. They don't value it. And but you can value it and capitalize on it. Also, coming to the future here, but now, so this is a normal classic Celtic cross, more or less. And now what I do here is I do the situation, the environment, the hopes and fears, and the final outcome, at least the meaning of the final outcome. And so what this affords me to do is to be able to read diagonally. I can read vertically, and I can read horizontally. Okay, so that's why I like this modified Celtic cross, because it creates this 10-card grid, and I can just start crossing. Okay, and so what I'll be doing in the future is this will be the part that I offer in my extended readings, and I will just do the cursory reading at first. Okay, but even to give a bit of an extended reading here, I think I'm waiting for Claudia. And while I'm looking at this extended reading here, then I'm seeing that. You know, yeah, this environment this environment is fertile and rich, but it's like, you know, you're working hard to get on top of it and to like be the queen and the empress of this thing. And I'm wondering, is it for you? Like, it's like, why do you have to work so hard? And I know why, because, you know, yeah, it's a bit of a spoiled energy. Okay. It's like, well, I don't want to build the fire, and I don't want to collect the wood, and I don't want to, you know, or say you want a fire, but I don't want to collect the wood, and I don't want to go walk around and cut down twigs and pick those up and carry them. And I don't want to do this. You know, I don't want to do these things anymore. Why is it taking so long? What is the problem here? You know, and I'm seeing this suck of energy, you know, from this King of Cups and Knight of Cups, you know, is that this is a fear, and the fear of taking a risk, but also the fear of this Knight of Cups energy. Okay. You know, and it's the focus on this Knight of Cups that's a distraction from you getting the stuff that you're really setting yourself up and establishing yourself in a solid way and creating a plan, an actionable plan that's going to lead you to these things. You've got to cut this stuff off. You've got to cut that King of Cups off. You got to cut that fear off. You got to cut the fear of a risk off. You got to take the risk, you know, and you've got to move on to where you're supposed to be going. This is, you know, this is that moving on energy where you taking what's valuable. You are taking what's valuable that other people are not paying attention to, you know, and maybe people aren't paying attention to you, and you're the one that's valuable, and you're the one, well, let me walk my little happy ass over here, you know, and start to get myself together. Okay. All right. So awesome. 30 minutes. Cool. We did our psalm. We did everything. Okay. I'm going to write my outline out. And we're going to get these popping on the regular. What I'm going to do, everyone, Eris, Earth, air, fire, water. Otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I might even do like a spirit reading. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Oh, I know what I could do. That could be my free readings in the spirit. I can do earth, air, fire, water. And then Claudia and everybody who needs a reading, they just come to my spirit reading. And my spirit reading is at certain hours, and then it's like first come, first serve. Maybe. Okay, Claudia. Perez Valdez. Anyway, thank you so much. Like, don't just like me. I always say like, don't like me, love me. Okay? Share, subscribe, and ring my bell, baby. Okay? Claudia, you've got only a couple seconds. You should have stayed, even if you had it open in another window. Anyway, so if you would like to get a private reading, you can reach me at theharlequincafe@gmail.com.